If you're a Dasher, this can happen to you, even if you did absolutely nothing wrong. In this video, I'm breaking down exactly what happened to me and why I received a contract violation, what I did next, and what every Dasher needs to know to protect themselves. Don't dash again until you watch this. Now, before I begin, I'm going to give you a little backstory. I am not in a market that has on-time rating yet. I know it's a struggle lately with getting dinged at restaurants from them being delayed, and how could this really affect you? Believe me, I feel your pain because I'm sure by the end of the story you will be able to relate. Let me know, have you received a contract violation, even if it's due to late at restaurants or late at arriving at customer's house? Whatever the reason, go ahead, let me know down in the comments. Okay, so here's what happened. Honestly, nothing special. In my opinion, a victim of DoorDash's AI-generated violations, but I arrived at this restaurant 3 minutes early, and they said, it's not ready yet, the famous line. You ask how long, and they're like, it'll be out shortly. Yeah, no big deal because it was a large order catering. Knew it was going to be order, sure, they would be delayed. 10 minutes goes by, and yes, I could have worried for you to unassign, and yes, it's still available in my market. But I just did a video about how some markets, it's actually going away. I'll put that at the end of this video. But it was a big order, and I'm still waiting. The restaurant comes out with my order at the 12-minute mark. No big deal. I was on my way. And yes, I let the customer know in the message app. And then I did that app function where you let DoorDash know the restaurant was still completing your order when you arrived. So I get to the customer's house, leave it at the door, take a picture, done. Well, as soon as I closed out the order, and here pops up, surprise, contract violation. Like, are you kidding me? Or what? I did absolutely nothing wrong. If you have not gotten a contract violation, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when it's going to happen. Sometimes you can do absolutely nothing and you'll get one, just like in my case. I can say all of them were because I was deemed late for whatever reason, never my fault. But here's what a screen actually says in case you have never seen a contract violation before. In this case, it's a threat is what it comes down to, but tells you it's a contract violation. In my case, it told me I was 12 minutes late. It gives you the restaurant you were late from. If it was for a customer late, it would tell you how many minutes late you were to the customer. And then it says it violates your terms of service, so on and so forth. And then on the bottom, there's a little section that you can actually appeal it if you get one. And that's exactly what I did. And so I filled out the form. You have to fill out the form before you can even call support, because that's the first thing that they're going to ask you when you do call. In my case, I was fighting it because why should I have a contract violation for the restaurant being late? And I know you guys are like, yep, I know what you're talking about, especially those who now have the on-time ratings and have gotten contract violations. And I've heard from a lot of you that they don't go away even if you fill out the appeal, they stick. So I filled it all out, and in the description, I was very blunt. And I said, why should I be held accountable to a contract violation for a restaurant being late? It was short, sweet, and simple. So then I contacted support because I've learned through the years that even if you might think it's a waste of time, it might not be. So I wanted it on record that I did absolutely nothing wrong in this case. So I called support, and of course they asked me if I filled out all the proper stuff and if I filled out the appeal, and I said yes, I did. And of course they said, well, it's going to take X amount of days. So when you fill out the appeal, it actually tells you that someone human will review your appeal. And they gave me a date 21 days later. I'm like, the contract violation, because I do so many DoorDash orders, is going to be gone by that point. But whatever. At least now they tell you a specific date to look for it and you can actually track the progress. Before, you sent it and it went to La La Land and you're like, no one's ever going to even see this. So, of course, support, they just put it on record that I called. I really couldn't do much of anything because it was under the appeal process. And surprisingly enough, it got overturned in 3 days. So I don't know whether it is because I called support or someone human reviewed it before the 21 days. I'll take it as a win. I won this one. You don't win them all, but I'm going to take this one as a win. If you know you are in the right a lot with DoorDash, I'm always going to say fight back and fight for what's right because you know you did nothing wrong. I know I did nothing wrong in this case. So always contact support. If you don't get the answers you're looking for from support, this is another thing I've learned through the years. Call back. Keep calling until you get an agent that you feel can help you. I feel like just saying, hey, can I talk to your supervisor? It goes through one ear and out the other, and the supervisor never calls back. I've learned that the more you keep calling, you might get that one person that can give you the answer you're actually looking for. So what do you think? Is DoorDash getting a little crazy with their late violations for no reasons lately? I know from me talking to a lot of you guys and also being on a lot of groups on social media, it's been an ongoing issue, especially the AI generated ones, because it instantly goes right to your phone as soon as you close out the orders. And it's like, darn, I can't even do anything right when it comes to DoorDash, especially when it's stuff that is out of our control. Go ahead, let me know what you think about this, because I feel like this has been an issue lately, especially those of you that are in the markets that have on-time ratings and you get held accountable to a lot of these metrics. So what should you do when you receive one of these violations? I already told you what I did. You can follow the same exact thing. Obviously, the first thing you do is fill out the appeal, give as much detailed information. Before, you used to be able to attach stuff that you actually had proof of what you were talking about. I didn't see an area in the appeal that you can do that any longer. But when I did contact support, I told them, I said, hey, listen, I have a timestamp of when I actually arrived to the restaurant. Can I send that to you? And they sent me an email. I sent them the attachment back, and they were able to get it that way. So it's just a little bit of a workaround. It's more of a bigger pain in the butt. And I'm going to say this again. If you know that you are in the right, fight these contract violations as much as you possibly can and try to get them removed from you. If not, you're going to have to do the 100 deliveries until they actually go away. So what can you do to protect yourself? Screenshot everything. I've gotten used to screenshotting every offer I accept just because of video purposes, but I now do it to cover my butt with DoorDash. Also screenshot, if you can, the time you're supposed to arrive. That way you have a record of it. That's what helped me in my case. I arrived 3 minutes early from the pickup time. I had that, and that's what I submitted. But that is especially important because this happened to me. One time a order came through, I took it. It was 12 minutes away, and according to the time up top, it said I was supposed to pick it up in 2 minutes. I got to the restaurant, picked it up, didn't pay attention to the timing, but I had screenshots of everything, and I got a contract violation because DoorDash's system never updated the arrival time. They did it to the past dasher, not the current one, and they ended up getting it resolved and removed like within 24 hours. But because of that, I had proof. So screenshot everything. Also, know when your pickup times are. So that way, if you're ever stuck in traffic, this happened to me once as well. I got stuck with two trains not leaving a train station, and I was like the first car, so I couldn't even turn around. And then I ended up with a contract violation for being late to the restaurant. Things happen. But by knowing your pickup time, if I would have paid attention to that, which I was stupid enough not to, I would have known that if I had to cancel the give, I probably could have canceled the order and would have saved myself a contract violation. However, never go under 90% because you can be deactivated. Always know where you stand at all times so that doesn't happen to you. I would rather have a contract violation over being deactivated. You have to know these things before you do them, but it's just another option to always know where you stand and always know what your arrival times are. The thing with contract violations, I feel like it comes out of left field a lot of the times, and most of the times it's because of something that you didn't do. That's what makes it so darn frustrating when you actually get them. So can you prevent them from happening? No, you can't. But you can do things, like I said, to protect yourself. But let me know what you think. Do you think that contract violations are getting out of control? Do you think that they have any merit anymore just because of the amount that they keep on giving out dashers for no reasons in a lot of cases? You know, I talked earlier about worry-free unassigns and it going away in a lot of markets. Well, you're going to want to check this video out next, and I'll see you over there.